Fuck you, internet. Fuck you. Fuck you, New Zealand internet. Wankers.
Third world, just
Welcome
unbelievable.
to the third
But the
world.
sun's out. The sun's out, so I'm now back to my normal pathetic 4 megabits per second. It's all it is. It's the level of sunshine. They won't believe me, but that's what it is. I've been measuring it for 6 months. Hello. Shout out Peacat. Peacat. He was the only person that was there on my channel.
Yeah,
at 10
hail
PM.
Peacat.
Well
Cockney, if you look at the location of the icons on the screen, you're in the command position.
Am I? Oh, yes, so I am. Great.
So, let's go.
Okay.
You're like the guest host.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Now I want to talk about June because we can just watch June, David Lynch's June, and then extract amazing and exciting topics from there. Already for the hour that I was on yesterday. I mean, technically I was on for 2 hours. 20, 12, 14. I carried 14 hours I waited for the internet. By the time I came on, I spent an hour just going, hello, anyone there?
I heard it on the rerun. I didn't realise you were on until I saw.
Great.
I think it was Wiki
Well,
Fevers.
to be fair, I was 14 hours late, but I wanted to prove
Yeah.
that I was sitting there I was sitting at the coalface for 14 hours going, come on, internet. 14 hours later, I got there. Everyone else had fucked off. Shout out to everyone that was there, Time Profit and Co. Because we got into a debate, you see. Now, all right, here we go. Straight into a debate. Are you ready, lads and lasses? 55 other genders are available.
Ready? Is he gone? Have we lost him?
You couldn't write this, could you?
No.
The poor bloke's head is going to be exploding.
Did you listen to his stream this morning? His empty stream this morning? I did worry for his mental health just then. I think he's about to go critical mass in a different way.
I will say to the boys and girls in the chat, if you feel like a 5.5 earthquake on the Richter scale, that will be Cockney going thermonuclear at the other side of the world.
Oh, hi to Darius in the chat there. I was gonna write it, but I might as well just say it straight on the
Yeah, let's say hello. Let's hope the sun comes back out, and we'll just say hello to Darius Munchausen. Hello, Darius. Time Profit. Hello. Stephen Amore. Hey up, mates. Who else is in? Not Brian Young. Do you know who that is?
No. Is that a parody of a parody account?
Yeah, it must be a parody account, yes. Who else? Peacats. Cruel.
Cruel's in? Yes, there is. Hello, Cruel.
Time Profit in the chat. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Get a Cockney stream tomorrow. Oh, he's gone entirely. Oh dear. Oh well. It was nice while it lasted. Does MC sing hello again? It's nice that MC is back. It's just a shame that our stand-in host isn't.
Well, I think if you look at the positions of the screen, the icons, you're in the presenter.
It's like the Friday night project with Justin Lee Collins.
Yeah,
a guest presenter to come in and make a complete arse of himself.
Yeah, I've realised now that if I position my icon at the bottom, when it all goes tits up, it's your fault.
Well, what I like to do is pretend that my internet isn't working and just put myself right off the chat entirely.
I will tell you what, you do the presenting because I think you'll be okay, and then I'll do the kind of production behind the scenes, as it were. So here we go.
I don't have 15 pages of notes to see me through, and if you let me present, I'll pick a topic. I'll pick a topic of my own, and it'll probably be quite horrendous.
shall we do? Tell you what, chat. As we always say on both channels, we are nothing without the chat. And you know what, boys and girls? I think tonight we need to pull a favour in, don't you, Brian? So
Yes.
I think, chat, if there's any particular topic you want to talk about, let us know, because we're dying on our arse here.
If you want to talk about the male gaze and chaos walking in Daisy Ridley's Bottom, we're up for that.
Yeah. Do you want to read while the chat decides what they want to talk about?
I've just noticed what a tweet. Sorry, I keep saying tweet. It's not a tweet. It's a chat message.
A tweet.
It says from Time Prophet, "Who is the real Brian Young?" Is he actually asking who the real Brian Young is, or is he just?
Would the
which
real
one of us is the real
would the
one?
real-
the real not Brian
Not
Young?
Brian
I'm
Young.
not
Please
sure.
stand up. Please stand up.
If he doesn't know, and he is actually asking about the real Brian Young is a Star Wars fan. He was famous. His first came to, I was going to say notoriety, but he made famous when I think he camped out for about 6 weeks and the Phantom Menace back in 1999. And a kind of local paper picked up on the fact that he'd been camping out to see this film. He's then kind of got his way into Lucasfilm and writing for StarWars.com. I knew him most famously because he doxed the guy who does the Ruin Johnson account, and he doxed him because he was involved in shill wars he didn't want to be involved in, and he took it entirely the wrong way.
Personally, you mean?
He didn't. He took it very personally to the point where he actually tried to. Not only did he dox Anthony,
Did he send the boys around?
He tried to lose him work. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, he tried to get him sacked, didn't he? He
did. He was sending tweets to, I think, someone who used to represent. He didn't realise it was no longer involved with Anthony at the time. So I think I think around about the same time I had a kind of parody account or just an ordinary account it was. And then I get banned because my name it was Young Brian or something mine was called, which didn't have anything to do with him. Believe it or not.
God.
And I get banned. I think instead of Swank Motron I had Wanks Moron, just because that was his name. But I just put that in for a laugh. It wasn't even really supposed to be anything to do with him. It was just I'd seen his name after a bit.
Okay.
But Ruin Johnson, the weekend that he got doxed, Ruin Johnson setting that out, saying this is my new favourite account, and my account getting nuked. And I used to change my account name like every week, and that was going to be that for a week. So after that, I went legit.
It's the way to be.
Instead of having an account that was just his name for like a week, it ended up being for the last 2.5 years.
Jesus.
So I really need to change it and to think if anyone in the chat can come up with a better idea.
I just leave it, mate. You're not Brian Young to us.
Yeah.
Rennie's
in the chat.
It'd be like when Prince changed his name to Symbol. No, didn't work. Didn't work. Okay, so guess who's here, everybody?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Can you save this streaming? How are you?
I'm all right. How's everybody?
Not bad.
Everybody
not bad.
all right? Yeah.
Well, not bad. Cockney's having technical difficulties in New Zealand. The paper cup and string is not cutting it.
Yeah. He's playing the stream hokey cokey at the moment. He's in, he's out, and he's shaking it all about.
Yeah, he had problems yesterday too, as I recall. I mean, I saw. Do you know what? Right, I woke up this morning and it looks like he'd been talking for 14 hours or some nonsense like that. And I was working and I saw he was on, and I just texted him saying, hi. And he goes, "Come on." I'm like, "I can't. I'm working." So he must have been talking for ages, and it was just him.
It was 2 hours, and most of it was going, "I'm internet's fuck. This is terrible, and no one's here." And he basically did that for 2 hours. But I hope he comes back on. I hope he gets his internet sorted, because it's become a staple.
Yeah.
Have you seen his new intro?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
It is.
Problem. Who was it? Did it? Problem being and
Problem
Kip
being,
Ellis, I
probably.
think. Yeah.
Probably did the music, and Kip Ellis. It's fantastic.
Good.
It's Very well done.
I will say, I practically say this every stream. Probby is a genius.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
Right.
a genius.
No. I'm just. I'm trying to take my jeans off the same time I'm talking to you.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
that kind of streaming.
Very funny. I've just literally come home.
Have you?
So yeah.
I thought you could say, I've just literally come.
No. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Unfucking believable.
Oh dear. What's wrong?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
Don't tell me you found out that Deckard was a human.
That'll finish the poor bloke off.
Yeah. Oh dear. You okay, Cockney? You all right, mate?
No.
No. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
You're here now, mate.
Yeah. Give me half an hour to calm down.
Oh, that's not good, is it? So, Brian, obviously you're presenting, so present away.
So anyway, Daisy Ridley's Bottom and the challenges of the male gaze in 2021. Poor Cockney.
Are you allowed?
Sometimes I can't tell if Cockney's actually his internet's away or he's given us a dramatic pause tonight.
No, he's upset. Yeah, he's upset.
Well, don't focus on it. That just makes it worse.
Sorry.
Right,
moving on.
Right to Jacinda Ardern news that affects your fucking rural infrastructure. How the fuck are we supposed to start a broadcasting business with an internet that's 4 megabits per second on a good day and 0 on a bad day when the weather turns a little bit? I mean, it's beyond a joke. Bilbo Baggins had faster internet than me. Moving on.
Inclement weather internet. It's shit, mate.
Yeah, now it's sunny. I'm back to my usual 4 megabits, but unfortunately, my mood's got 3 days of no internet. I want to talk about June, but anyway, we'll get there in the end. When there's a pause in the, I would like to talk about June when we get to an appropriate juncture in the conversation. But whatever you're talking about, I hope you're having a good time, and I'll observe and chime in when appropriate or earlier.
I think the chat is genuinely concerned for you.
Thank you, chat. We're nothing without the chat. You know that.
Well, we're not. You know that. Mega Geek, how did your stream go with Dan today?
It was fun. It's always fun being on the Type 40 live stream. You know, it's as I said, they always. I mean, it's mostly about Doctor Who, really, but everybody's kind of rejoicing. But I keep warning everybody that I think BBC is going to double down. But fingers crossed that they don't. You know,
was I not there in the chat effectively?
Oh, you were there. Yeah. Just like Klutzman, who's got his 6-year deal.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Well, you know what? I don't, to tell you the truth, guys. Right? You know, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek. I don't. The care has gone from those IPs for me because of what they've done. And at the end of the day, it's not. We don't own it, so let them have it. You know, and let's just hope that someone else creates something as good as those 3 franchises and makes us love it. Basically, somebody is going to do something, and hopefully, it won't be touched by the blue head mob. Basically, so.
When season 3 of the Orville hits, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's is that owned by Disney? The Orville.
I wish I could fly, but I can't. You can't.
I
can't.
Yeah, and he's back.
I don't know. I know it is Fox that's the kind of master production company.
I think
you know
they
what I mean?
bought Fox, did they not?
Yeah, they bought them, but it's Seth MacFarlane's company that are making it. So I don't know it works, and it's going on to Hulu, isn't it?
Yeah, these people are spiteful, though. You know, if they want to bring something down, that they will do their best to bring it down because you don't align with their agenda. So I won't be surprised they attacked Seth. You know,
Disney
we'll see,
Media
right?
Distribution or the distributors, apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
They may crack
But-
the whip.
Would he not be in a position just effectively just to say "fuck you"? I'll just make it on my own.
Well, as proven by independent filmmakers, you're nothing without distribution. You know, you can make a great film, but if the powers that be don't want to distribute your film, then you're in trouble. So I think
Nothing
Seth
without
has
the,
to.
distribution. You know that.
Yeah, so I think if Seth wants, if 20th Century Fox is owned by Disney, and if they want to play hardball and they want Seth to come in line, then yeah, they're gonna basically fuck up his distribution and maybe stop him from doing, you know, an outlet. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just guessing here, you know, but they can do that, I guess. You know, so there you go.
But
Hope it doesn't happen.
surely the bloke's got the clout to, if worst case scenario, go it on his own.
Shirley.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but where would he distribute it though? That's the thing. I mean, if it seems like this cancer is spreading through everywhere. Sorry, Brian. I think you were going to say something.
No, it was Mr. Brown, I think.
Sorry, Ian. Go ahead, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, as I said, surely.
Don't call him Shirley. Just don't do it. You can do it now, aren't you?
He's got the connections.
Unlike me.
Yeah, but as you can see, they
Nice.
they basically are in control of a lot. I mean, let's face it, they're in control of Hollywood, and that's a big deal here. So that's the thing. So Seth would be fighting against Hollywood, and Hollywood is basically the whole of the Hollywood is distribution arm. So they have control over TV, they have control over cable and stuff. So, and even Netflix has fallen in line, as you can see with Masters of the Universe. So if he could probably put it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, but he won't get the revenue though. He won't get any advertisement revenue. So you know, it's going to be tough if they decide to clamp down on him, because his show is not woke at all. Not at all.
No.
But, yeah.
Well, I will say it is woke, but it's good woke. It's kind of natural woke, where it's not kind of just forced down into your throat.
But I wouldn't call it woke. I just call it entertaining TV, because Star Trek used to do, subject, the old 60s Star Trek used to do subjects that was kind of touching on stuff that people didn't like, and they
socially
didn't do to the
progressive.
extent. Yeah. So, but we'll see, right? We will see. It's open.
Seth MacFarlane goes into CBS and asks, "Can I make a Star Trek series for you?" And what was the answer?
No.
They said, "May I?"
They said no, and they gave it to Klutzman, didn't they? Well, Klutzman had a contract with them anyway through Secret
5
Hideout.
more years.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Have you seen those pictures? I mean,
Have you seen Burnett? He went apoplectic.
I know.
See your contract. I want to see your database, you fucker. He has to reboot himself at 42 minutes. I'm going to have to sample it for the show. It's going to be, you fuckers. Klutzman, you motherfucker. Meanwhile, on the Relaxed Show.
Have you seen? Did you see Gary's Nooner when he showed pictures? They got these pictures like taken by a really good photographer, him looking like a supermodel. I was laughing my head off. Talk about pretentious idiot. Do you know what I mean? It just made me laugh. Making him look like a superstar or something. I just thought, no.
Did you see all the pictures of the executives at CBS Paramount?
Yeah, I'm quite surprised. Most
George,
of them was it too many pies or something?
Yeah. Was it George Cheeks?
Yeah.
Gary says he's the fucker who killed Star Trek.
The Galactus of classic franchises.
George Cheeks.
Ah, dear. Never mind.
What? Time Prophet says that Gary had a comic book shop. Unbelievable. I refuse to believe such
Did he?
things. No,
Yeah.
apparently, I doubt. Take that with a pinch of salt. Not a grain, a pinch.
In the chat,
Move on. In the chat. Oh, it's blowing up in the chat. Renier says, seriously, stuck on Rodeo.
Rodeo.
Oh, what the fuck?
Peacat, Kurtzman is the Galactus of classic franchises.
Chomps them down like they're planets.
Yes. Is he just
So
like a
has
big...
everyone... Speaking
Go.
of big, has everyone seen my time travel video? It's good, isn't it?
The one with your models.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
You get a shout out in it, and it's all about Doc Brown. The whole thing's about Doc Brown.
Brown,
He's
yeah.
working on several levels.
Although you did get that fan wrong because it's meant to be blue, and you've got a
See, that
Whoa,
is
don't
and they call me,
Whoa.
a joy-killing pedant. I actually follow that.
It's the master.
I mean, really, I'm going. Oh, really, on the one hand, I know it's about the time travel cockney. You got the van. They didn't have it in blue. I was gonna. I thought we'll fix it in post. No one will notice. But there you go, Mega Geek. Well, that's why. Did you notice? I mentioned in canon. Oh, I've noticed you haven't got the model of Marty with the yellow spacesuit.
Yeah, I
quite
know.
right.
I know.
And you continue to you insist on using the incorrect Gibson 348, which was not released in 1958. It might be movie accurate, but it's not reality accurate. You pursue your stubborn insistence on recreating the mistakes while trying to fix the time travel. You've clearly got no clue. You lost control of the situation.
I'm sorry, I mentioned it now.
The colour of the van, folks. Next time Mega Geeks picks me up for picking on an important detail. Oh, here we go. It's Cockney Spock. You've got the colour. I fixed time travel. 100 years of time travel. 35 years of Back to the Future confusion, issue obfuscation. I find after 35 years of hurt, I fixed the whole thing. Oh, you got the colour of the van wrong. Well, sorry, there you go. That's like, well done.
We can fix it in post. Don't worry.
Just fix it in post, pal.
What do you think of 2000 Mega Geeks review of 2001? I was all right, but you got the colour of the H wrong. Not quite, I would have gone for a lighter shade of brown. I'm just saying, Star Wars by Meggie. It's all right, but he got the colour of the Death Star wrong. I'm
just basically taking a clue out of you because I remember once you read someone's thing out and you said they didn't spell number 3 right, isn't it? That's you, isn't it?
You're right.
You point out. You
fight and talk.
That's why I'm picking on it. If they're important to the story. I mean, I never complained about lack of, canonical, very similar tune for faster than light speed and Star Wars. We can all let go to enjoy ourselves. It's when a movie contradicts itself. Yeah, that's why, frankly, I resent that, Mega Geek, because I know what you're saying, but no, I don't. If it's an irrelevant, trivial detail, I don't care.
Else hit a thump
Move along. I mean, to be fair, if it's Kubrick, you think, why is he using 2 typewriters? When Kubrick does it, Mega Geek, you know he's doing it on purpose. You know he is. But Kubrick aside, I can let things go. The colour of the van. I'm talking about the internal consistency of the temporal verisimilitude of the time travel.
I wish I hadn't brought it up, maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Since you mentioned it, I did write.
It'll be okay after this. Once he's got it out of his system, it'll be all right.
I wrote off to Palatoy, and Playmobil, Freudian slip. I'm still hurting about the Star Wars figures. Playmobil, mate. I wrote off to Palatoy. They said you got the wrong company entirely. I wrote off to Kenner. Same thing. What the fuck is going on? I wrote off to Toys R Us. They said we're shut. Landalorian. Speak to he's coming round. Right, here we go. And so I wrote off to Playmobil, and they said, look, we don't have a blue van. Use the red one. No one's going to notice the difference. It's about the time travel. And now look what's happened. I mean, unbelievable. See, Playmobil, I told you. I've literally got a fucking Playmobil DeLorean. 2 Marty McFlys.
It does look very good.
2 Doc Browns and an Einstein and a VW van. And he's having a go at me because the fucking colour timing's wrong. Do you know how long it took me 35 years to put that diorama together? I had to get the little barracks, how fiddly it is just putting the batteries in, you've got no idea. Rebecca Gold, you think that was difficult? You try working with actors, try working with these guys. They are plastic as anything, no emotion at all. plastic Marty from Universe B. He hasn't got the range, darling. He just stands there doing nothing. I'm like, what's my motivation? Like, I don't have any. I'm an inanimate object. I'm like, I can't work with it. I can't work with this, Mickey. I can't work with it.
Oh, good for you.
Exactly. People coming in. I'm sorry. I'll redo the video with a blue van. Sorry, you'll go.
Can you not fix it in post?
Cockney, your terrorist, your attempt at a Libyan terrorist from 1985 looks more like a hippie from 1967, and more. I bet that came with the van set. You've got a hippie there, haven't you? Oh, I'm sorry, Mega Geek. So, what do you think of the time travel, though? Do you like that at all?
I did. I did like it, actually.
Epic rant.
I did like it. So you know.
Good. Because, you know,
Yeah,
I put
cool.
in your theory about Marty McFly going to Universe C. I think it checks out. It is sounds a pound. Well done, Mega Geek. You're
Does
there
get
now.
confusing though, doesn't it? Because like
Doesn't
when they
it?
do the second and the third one, it gets really confusing.
That's why, as mentioned in the video, I ain't even talking about the second and third one. Like, forget it. Do you want another 3 videos? Get that one down here first. Oh yeah, I ain't touching the second one with the barge pole. They tried to do a diagram in the movie. I know, Cockney. I saw the movie. I know you know. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm glad you did it.
No,
It was quite entertaining.
Thank you. It was 35 years of hard work, but I'm sorry about the colour of the van. I'll do better. I'm going to do inserts because I did promise to get it down to 10 minutes for people with a short attention. Oh, look over there, a pretty colour. Anyway, so Kurtzman, what are you talking about? Kurtzman, Star Trek. Brilliant, isn't it? 5 more years. I can't wait. Lower decks, upper decks, what's he going to do? He's going to mix animation and live action. Brilliant. Tea, Earl Grey hot. The Picard apology tour. Who else? 7 of 9 apology tour. You know, is she still a lesbian? Who knows?
Oh, I hope so.
What's
7 of
sad
9
about
at a
this
lesbian
is that
convention.
all these actors that were in Star Trek before, they're actually jumping at what Kurtzman's doing because they haven't worked in ages, and that's what's really sad about it. You know, like for
on their
instance,
own legacy.
Yeah,
What a shame.
It is
Got
a
the
real shame.
colour of the van wrong.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so
Moving on.
it's really sad, isn't it? That they're you know, I mean, if they offered the guy who played Geordie, you know, a job in this woke stuff, he's probably going to say yes, isn't he? Because he needs
Pretty
the money.
woke himself.
No, he's doing a quiz show now, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and he's hosting. I forget which one it is.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, that's the one.
He wants
He's
to be.
doing Jeopardy.
He wants to be a
the
woke
US.
wanker.
He's the host now.
It's not cancel culture, folks. It's consequence culture. Welcome to Hang 'em High with Geordie LaForge.
Has
that's
he not
the-
been cancelled for playing a blind person when he's not blind?
Yeah.
Who said that? What?
Yeah, that's not going to happen though. Too late to cancel him, I guess. I really don't know. As I said, I really have very little care about these IPs anymore, and especially Marvel. I'm done with Marvel. You know, I'm not going to see something unless somebody says it's worth seeing now.
Speaking of seeing, I see you in the chat, Stephen Amore. I see you. Moving on.
I don't know what you guys think, but that's where I stand.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's all I want.
Yeah, admittedly, I
Finished.
could. Yeah, admittedly, I could probably buy online.
What was that?
What?
Microphone went there.
Yeah, your
Hey,
microphone
you
went a
can't be
bit
like
dodgy.
Microphone. Totally went, mate. From the top. Places.
But
It's microphone's hooked.
Yep. Internet and microphone. Funny comment.
Fucking spit it out, Brian, and we'll read it.
Yeah, well, we'll do it live, mate. Right. Well, Cockney who? Cockney who?
Buffering.
Dr. Watts. My name is Dr. Watts. My fucking TARDIS. Right, what we doing? I'm the fucking doctor now.
you're the fucking daddy.
I'm the fucking daddy now. I'm the owner of this TARDIS.
So
Have
what
a
do
bang
we?
on that.
What's
You fucking digital dog, Doberman 9. Hello.
we got what if coming up, which
He's
I
a
don't
bit
really want to
fucking
see.
naughty. Oi,
at all.
Jodie,
What's
fuck
that?
off to your own universe.
What if from Marvel? I don't want to see that at all.
What
I don't want
if?
to see anything from Marvel anymore, unless somebody says it's really good. You know, that's
And even
my
then, I wouldn't believe them.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just watching old stuff now. Seriously.
Guardians 3 Mega Geek. That is the answer. Positivity. I'm looking for Guardians 3 because I like the first two.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
but it kind of went slightly wrong in the second one because, as I said, if you look at the
Like
first
the
one very
colour of that
carefully, if you look at the first one very carefully, Star-Lord was very much in control. He was the one that brought the gang together, and he had that speech. Remember when they're all sitting in a circle and stuff? That was quite funny.
Yeah.
And then when he came to the second one, he was as dumb as shit, wasn't he? And
Mm.
and you know, and the third one, he's probably going to be even dumber.
Strong green female.
Yeah, and that's where it's going. So I
Oh.
don't know about watching the next one. I just hate to. I mean, even when
Okay.
you look at Endgame,
Bubble burst.
well,
Yep.
that's the thing. You know, even when you look at Endgame, you know,
That's
and
pissed on me
also,
chips, hasn't it?
yeah, the other one as well. What's the other one called before Endgame? Infinity
No, who
War.
cares?
Yeah, he was
Whatever.
dumb as a plank, wasn't he? And he was the one that spoiled that plan against Thanos. So you know, he just gets dumber and dumber. And also, do you
You're
remember
right.
John Cheadle's character when they went back in time and they saw him doing that dance in the beginning of the first one? He
Back in
said,
time, you say?
he said he's stupid then, didn't he? He said to I can't remember who he was with.
Did
was
they
like-
create an alternate timeline?
Yeah, they were having
probably.
They were having a laugh at his expense.
Yeah, and I just thought to myself, no, he's not. He was never stupid. You know, you just made him stupid. So anyway, that's one of the reasons why I'm not looking forward to the third one.
Yeah,
Well, I
quickly
guess I'm
go
not looking forward to anything now.
streaming with
Zatanna,
us.
DC. Yeah, no, I mean MCU wise, you just put me off.
It's-
The only
yeah,
film I'm
it's
looking
fucked,
forward
mate.
to.
Yeah,
I
quickly
really
go.
like Guardians 1 and 2 though. They're the only.
Yeah,
The best two for me. The best two MCU films by a long chalk because I like science fiction. They are science fiction. What's not to like?
I will throw this out to the chat before I start buffering. Favorite Marvel film, boys and girls.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
for the chat.
Guardians 2.
Favorite Marvel film. As I was saying before I started buffering, Black Widow.
Sweet
I could probably
cheeks.
watch it online for free.
Not enough arse shots.
And you know what? Not
enough
interested.
gratuitous arse shots.
Not interested.
Not interested.
No, not interested.
It's not.
Not
It's not very good. I also
not
went to
enough eye
see
candy.
Suicide Squad, and Suicide Squad
again,
wasn't very good either.
Not interested.
The new one,
the new
PVC
one, yeah, it wasn't
PVC
very
butt
good.
cheeks.
it didn't
Not
look
enough
particularly appealing from the trailer.
It was just.
Tits.
It was just. I mean, and I understand it was meant to be dumb. They were trying to make you laugh at every corner, and you could see
that's
the jokes
Gunn,
coming
isn't
a
it?
mile away. Yeah, James Gunn.
Soapy tit wank.
Oh yes, please.
You know, it just, I don't know. It just didn't work for me anyway.
That's
Right.
what she said.
So the chats. Okay, so
Here we go.
MC, Winter Soldier,
See, I'm always right about Guardians. He's good.
Time
You should have
Prophet.
him on.
Iron Man.
Iron
yeah,
Man.
it was a good one. Iron Man. Sort of kicked off the universe. Iron Man.
Thunderstruck!
Yeah.
Iron Man.
A whole lot of rosy. Whole lot of iron.
As I said before, I liked Iron Man because it was really grounded in reality a little bit.
Hmm.
And then
No superpowers.
obviously
Yeah.
it's a little bit kind of sci-fi with bits, you know,
Yes.
like technology
Yes.
and stuff. But it was
Exactly.
believable.
Not but, therefore.
And then it went fucking crazy after that.
True. Yeah.
I did like the Incredible Hulk though. A lot of people didn't like it, but I kind of. I
never
didn't
liked
like the.
Hulk.
Yeah, I thought it was
Never liked
The
alright.
reason why I
comics.
liked it so much is because
Didn't like the TV show.
of
didn't like
Ed
character.
Norton playing Bruce Banner. I thought he was
Yeah.
brilliant as Bruce Banner.
Bishop Moore,
But,
Iron Man. Rob,
Quite
Iron
right,
Man,
Darius
Winter
Montero.
Soldier, or
Guardians of
Guardians
the
of the Galaxy 1.
One. Yeah.
I'd agree with that one.
Mr. Barraclough, Avengers Assemble.
I like that film too. It's really good.
Double
That
O
was-
gauge.
That was an event movie. Would you agree?
Mm. Yep.
We don't get many event movies now, and that at the time, fuck, it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Picats
Kind of dropped the ball with Ultron a few years later. Didn't really
Yes, he
drop the
did.
ball.
Yeah.
I wasn't much. I didn't really enjoy it as
Yeah.
much as. Not as much
Pic-
as the first one.
Peacock, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, close second.
Infinity War I liked.
Mr. Amore, Guardians of the Galaxy.
It
What else
wasn't.
we got? Is there any more?
I
Stephen
liked it.
Moore in
got
the chat says, you said Graham Norton as Hulk.
You said,
Graham Norton. Did I say
Graham
that?
Norton.
I think you may have, and I wasn't sure.
hello, today I'll be hulking out. Right, our first guest, the incredible me. Where's the fucking water?
Did I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean Graham Norton, obviously.
Bishop Moore, Incredible Hulk was a good one. I didn't like the first one.
No,
I don't
nor
even
did
think
I.
I don't even think I've seen the first one fully. I've
On the
seen
first
bits.
choice.
Tony Stark's first appearance in the first one.
Oh,
In credit scene.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he turns up and talks to Ross at the ending, General Ross, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We didn't see Tim Roth again, did we?
No, we did not see Tim Roth. In
Tim
fact,
Roth.
I think Tim Roth's character is appearing in Shang-Chi.
Yes.
So, but I don't know if it's Tim Roth. It's still the monster, isn't it? Still Abomination. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Abomination.
Yeah. Don't know what's going on there. But
top tip for any movie: more Tim Roth and Gary Oldman. Just a thought.
yeah. Yeah, Tim Roth is an amazing actor. He's a really
He
good
is.
actor. Very, very
the man.
focused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Norton, I meant, not Graham Norton. Yeah.
Would have been a different film entirely.
It would have, wouldn't it?
Bit of comedy.
Yeah. Very, very well done.
Yeah, Peacock
Incredible
says
Hulk kicking Bishop Brennan up the arse.
feel Incredible Hulk underrated, but the Ang Lee Hulk was terrible.
Well, what's not well known is that they shot the Incredible Hulk first, and then while they were shooting Incredible Hulk, they were shooting Iron Man as well. So they started off with Incredible Hulk, and then across the continent they were shooting Iron Man. So they did have a plan, but they were both of them are independent films.
Tell us you
that's
have
when
a
they
plan.
weren't linked with Disney or anyone. So they were independent films. So, and they did extreme well. Incredible Hulk didn't do very well, but Iron Man did. So, yeah, Ed Norton, he was a good
Weird
Bruce Banner.
science.
He was. I really liked his. I really felt sorry for him actually. You know, when he was trying to avoid Betty Ross, when he went to. I don't know if you remember the scene where he goes to. I think it's her uncle, just to get a bed for the
Trying to
night and
avoid
stuff,
Betty
and he was
Ford.
trying to avoid her, and he goes out in the rain, doesn't he? Because she was coming through, and then she sees him. So that was a good scene. That was a really good scene. But yeah, I believed in Ed Norton. Did you?
Well, I like him. Again, I don't like superheroes very much. Never have, never will. So for me, he's a wizard, so that works. Any character that's a wizard superhero in my head, they're a wizard, not a superhero, and I can enjoy the movie. And yeah, I like the trippy visuals. They're quite nice. Come back to in the morning. But Doctor Strange, lovely. For the come down. Doctor Strange for the come down.
I was suffering from a very, very bad back injury when I went to see Doctor Strange, and I was pie-eyed on painkillers.
Painkillers. Drug of the week is painkillers
and anti-epilepsy drugs. So yeah, it was quite good on IMAX, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I stopped by the cinema on the way home. Nightclub, cinema, home.
Don't you just hate it when you go to see an IMAX film and your stupid dumb friend has booked a seat close to the screen? And you're like, oh, for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
Pre-booked seats, is that what you have back in civilization?
We do,
you just get a ticket, go in and just sit where you like.
No, not anymore.
Here we don't even have numbers. No, what I hate is when those teenagers show up watching their actual phone in the cinema. Isn't it amazing that technology is keeping up, isn't it? New ways to annoy me in the cinema. Actually watching a video on your phone while fucking Black Widow is on the fucking screen. What that they left eventually. But anyway.
You can understand them looking for alternative entertainment while having to endure Black Widow.
I mean, I was thinking about it. It was a valid point brought up on the
Swap shop, do you wanna
network
come on?
by basically. And back home, I'm on my phone. So what I need to do is switch off. That's basically good. So when the internet's not working, which is every day here, that's when I should watch a movie. No distractions. That is, make your home into a cinema.
That's you time, yeah.
Well,
That
every
is,
time
because
I watch a film at home, I always make sure my phone's in my bedroom
Right,
when I
good
go in
on
the living
you.
room to watch a film. Because I
See,
when I watch a
Megan
film, I
Key.
watch the film. You know what I saw just now?
Well
Just
done,
finished
mate, well
seeing.
Was it June?
Yesterday.
Swappers, do you want to come on?
Wrath of Man,
Come on, Swappers.
which was
Come on, the Swappers. Swappers. Woo.
Wrath of
Jason
Man.
Statham movie.
Oh yeah.
The latest Jason Statham
I
movie.
do enjoy a good Jason Statham.
Yeah, it was all right.
Statham.
Directed by Guy Ritchie. It was
Statham.
okay. It was all right. It was okay.
Jason
Oh,
Stratham.
that's the most recent
plays
one.
an
Yeah, I
aeroplane.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Snatch.
Yeah.
Lock,
No,
Stock.
not that one. No,
not that
no.
one.
It's it was all
If
right.
you're
It
lying,
wasn't.
I'm going to kill you. If I think
very-
you're lying, I'm going to
It's
kill
like
you.
a
I think it
bodyguard
You
or
make me
something,
think,
isn't
I
it?
think you're
Yeah,
lying.
it was
I'm gonna
based on
kill
a
you.
French
Either way,
film, I
I'm not
think.
going to be happy.
So, yeah, it was okay. It wasn't great.
All right, nothing.
Favorite Statham film? Anybody?
Oh God.
Ugh,
job.
none of them.
I
for the
do
bank,
enjoy
though.
I do enjoy the Crank movies.
Well, I don't know. I'm very fond of the Transporter movies. I thought it was a lot of fun, those movies, even though it was dumb as shit, but it was a lot of fun, those movies.
Yeah, I
and
liked
he looked very
those as
young
well.
in those films. Sorry?
Yeah,
Very
I
young.
liked those as well.
Yeah. I think that's what made him famous, in it? Those films. It was a very European film, wasn't it? Actually, it was.
Yeah, I'm with
He was
Bishop
in-
Moore.
Are
Sorry,
you?
go ahead.
No, it was it.
Bear with me. I
Lock,
will just
Stock.
put this on
Lock,
screen.
Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. The correct choice. Best Jason movie.
Ah,
Best,
of course. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he's not the star of Lock, Stock, is he? Let's
I know
face it.
that's the great thing about it.
Expendables.
Doesn't overdo
Yeah,
it on
the first one
time.
was good. The rest of them are absolute rubbish. The first one was really good because it was really violent and really, really quite cool, the first one. But the others were just made for families
yeah.
and just dumbed down violence, didn't they?
Time Profit in the chat. Transporter is my favourite Statham movie. Hated Crank. It was stupid. First time I saw Crank, we'd been out raving, so you can imagine what state I was in. Excellent film. But there you go, that's just me. Moving on.
Statham's got that. He's the British kind of. I wouldn't go as far as say Clint Eastwood. But he has that thing, doesn't he, where he doesn't change his accent. It doesn't matter whether he's in America or England or India. You know, he doesn't change his tone either, and he is what he is. And the same thing with Sean Connery. He doesn't change his accent. He's Sean Connery in a film, isn't he? So Jason Statham's got that going for him. You hire Jason Statham to be in your film, you're getting Jason Statham. Do you know what I mean?
He's a fucking slim Ray Winston, he is. Statham.
Yeah.
Fucking ruin him our gig. Fucking
Bishop Moore Snatch was good as well. It was.
I don't particularly like Guy Ritchie movies. I kind of, they're all right. I don't think he's the genius that everybody paints him out to be. Personally,
He tries to be very clever with kind of things going all over the place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
Cockney has gone critical mass.
I think his internet's gone down. Maybe it's raining down there.
perhaps the sun's gone in.
Yeah, 50 cents in the meter, Cockney.
Cockney, could you not buy some UV lamps or something and put them over the cables to keep them constantly warm?
I didn't think much of Lock, Stock either. When I first watched it, when everybody's raving about it, I thought it was just okay. I just thought it was a lot of flashy stuff to tell a really simple story. But it was the film of the year, I guess, for British people and stuff like that. And
which was the one with?
But I just noticed something in the chat. MC saying a possum farted and it blew his stream out.
Oh dear.
Yes, you could hear the possums in the background. Did you hear them?
No. Yeah. Wrath of Man. That's the film I saw yesterday. It was okay. Time Profit.
Darius Munchausen, hail Darius, killing it as usual in the chat. Keiju on the Pacific Rim are taking Cockney's internet down.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Guy Ritchie. He's all right as a director.
Did you see The Gentleman? I thought that was okay.
No. I haven't got the chance, but a lot of people say it's good. But
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Which was the one with Brad Pitt in as the Irish man who you couldn't hear?
Snatch.
Yeah, Snatch was okay.
It's really funny because when something's successful, all Hollywood and actors try to gravitate towards it. You know, it's really funny, isn't it? Like, I don't know, Crocodile Dundee, when now it's successful, you know, suddenly Hollywood was caught in, what's his name? Who's in Crocodile Dundee again? My brain's gone free.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan. You know, you'd even make him, you know, one of the hosts of the Oscars, didn't they? That film was so successful. Yeah. Same thing with Guy Ritchie. You know, all actors want to be associated with directors they think are great. So, you know, that's why Brad Pitt said yes. Sorry.
To Hogan's credit, his speech at the Oscars is hilarious. If you want to ever watch it back again,
yes, it was.
Different class, and he's first. Considering he was very much the outsider, he was so cool in his delivery of it.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember a story that he told because I saw they had this documentary on him, and he said that him and his friend that actually wrote Crocodile Dundee, when it was a huge hit, they went into a bar in Australia and they were just talking, and suddenly they both stopped talking and realized they were thinking the same thing. They were thinking, "How the fuck did we pull this off? You know, how did we do this?" And they started laughing at the same time. They exactly knew what they were both thinking at that time. So, you know, they didn't realize it was going to be that much of a hit, you know.
I used to watch the Hogan show.
Yes,
same here. Brilliant.
My uncle had moved to Australia maybe 10, 15 years beforehand, and that was almost like a kind of link before any of the soaps and stuff come on. You could see, well, it's an Australian TV show. And then when he made it big, it was, or at least internationally big, it was such a surprise. But
yeah,
Hollywood does do things to death.
It did. It was great. It was a great program. I will just say, Bishop Moore, thank you for pointing this out because I was going to say this before I forgot. Guy Ritchie did the Sherlock movies, which I thought were fantastic.
I didn't like them.
I could not make it a word that Robert Downey Jr. said for two films.
I didn't like them at all. I thought they were. I mean, if you're going to direct Sherlock Holmes like Snatch and Lock Stock, then by all means do it, which he did.
Maybe that's why I liked it.
I just didn't think it worked. I still think the BBC version
10 years ago then.
And Elementary are still the best versions of Sherlock Holmes I've seen to date, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Yahtzee Istaphobe in the chat, patron of the channel and friend of the channel. Can you read that, Brian? Do you remember that?
Sorry, I'm just trying to send a little link in the chat.
Okay.
I'll get it. Yahtzee Istaphobe in the chat says Leo Wanker. I love that. That's an absolute classic. In fact, I felt that they'd stolen some of the Leo Wanker stuff from and used it in Iron Man. If you remember the first Iron Man film, when he's testing out and he does it kind of flying about for a bit while he's still in his kind of garage with the rest of the cars. And every one of the Leo Wanker sketches after it happened, there was always someone run up with a fire extinguisher and sprayed him down, even though he wasn't on fire. Yeah.
That I think they got rid of that, didn't they? I think it was in 1 and 2, and I think they got rid of him. He was that cute little robot, wasn't he? Or you can call it a robot, but yeah.
Time Profit in the chat. Guy Ritchie Sherlock Holmes was awful.
It was. I thought it was, especially that bit where he pretends to be a chair. Do you remember that scene?
Oh, yeah.
That's just stupid. You know, it's like, well, what? Anyway.
Yeah. Then Rennie A says, Guy
Ritchie's a hack.
Well,
do you think he's a hack?
He's not that bad, but
I think he knows how to direct now just by watching Wrath of Man. It was well directed, and I think that's coming from him. But if you look at his early films, it's all to do with the editor that stuck his film together.
Snappy editing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's grown to be a competent director now. But then that's just my opinion. I'm sure he thinks I'm a total wanker if he hears the
Well,
scream. So there you go.
We do. So Stephen
Thanks,
Amore.
mate.
Stephen Amore, Arthur was shit. I
Yeah, it was
wasn't-
bad.
Was not interested in that one at all.
And he also directed was it the remake of Aladdin, didn't he? He directed Aladdin,
Did
the live action version. Yeah, Guy Ritchie directed it.
What about the Man from Uncle?
Oh, that was terrible. What a crime that was. It really was. It was. It was terrible. You seen it, Brian?
No, I have not.
It's not
Sorry, I
worth
was
it.
kind of distracted there. I was trying to sort of sound it.
I thought it was okay, but what do I know?
It wasn't very good.
Oh, the remake of the
Yeah.
series? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mega Geek, do you want to read that in the chat from Andrew?
I'm with the Mega Geek. Sherlock Holmes, Guy Ritchie in brackets is baffling. What's that say?
Bafflingly
Baffling
bad.
bad. Bafflingly bad. Yeah. Yeah. It was. I thought it was, and a lot of people liked it, but you know, whatever.
Then MC says The Gentleman was good. Hugh Grant was great in it. I did like The Gentleman, to be fair.
I love Hugh Grant. I don't care what anyone says. The man is funny. Even when I see him in interviews, he makes me laugh. When I saw him in Paddington 2, he was the best thing about it. I think he's very underrated. They see him as this bumbling, upper class
he's a
guy.
good actor, yeah.
But he's a good actor, and he's funny as hell, in my opinion. I was privileged to see. I can't remember which film it was, and he did a talk on stage after the film. I think it was at BAFTA, and everything he said was absolutely hilarious. The guy's got a funny bone, put it that way. So, yeah.
Did he star as on BBC as was it Julian Thorpe?
Yes, he did. Yeah,
that big political
never saw it,
scandal.
I never saw it. They tried to turn him into an action hero. I remember after he did Four Weddings and a Funeral, the Americans were courting him. So he did one comedy where I can't remember what it was called, where James Caan was in it, and he was a mafia boss, and he was
another one.
Fell in love with the daughter,
with the girl.
Yeah. That wasn't very good. And then they had this other thriller that was produced by Liz Hurley that he was in, where he was a doctor, and there was this conspiracy happening in it, and they tried to turn him into a Harrison Ford fugitive action hero thing, and it didn't work. And he's confessed that he doesn't like acting at all. He'd rather not do it.
You know where it all went wrong for him, don't you?
1985.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
He was got caught in Hollywood having a blowjob off our lass.
Yeah,
our lass.
Just in case peeps don't get the joke, Divine Brown, no relation.
Yeah,
or is she?
But do you know what? Right, his agent said, "Get out there and just have a laugh over it," and he did. And the next thing you know, he's getting more work out of it. Do you know what I mean? So
so did Divine Brown, apparently.
Yeah. So there you go.
So everybody was a winner. Happy finish for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
MC always comes through.
Mickey Blue Eyes, that's what it's called.
Well done, MC.
Thanks, MC. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. It wasn't very funny, but it was enjoyable up to a point. But yeah. I think he's a great actor though, personally. And if I ever have the chance for him to star in one of my films, if I ever get there, I'd love to have him because I know he'll be fun. So there you go.
Especially if he brings Divine Brown around. Well done, Time Prophet.
Have you seen though the Paddington films? The Paddington films are absolutely brilliant.
I haven't,
them,
and I know they're good. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, you should. If anyone has the chance, I know it's a kids film, but they're both really entertaining. So I reckon, I'm recommending both Paddington films.
So this week on the Mega Geek recommends, what do you recommend, Mega Geek?
Paddington 1 and 2.
Excuse me, I'm just going to toilet.
Yeah, we're all just going for a piss. Back in 5.
Yeah.
MC, again, I enjoyed the Paddington movies. Time Profits. I have seen both the Paddington movies. They are okay, but not great.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have to agree, disagree there.
Different strokes for different folks.
folks. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're talking about Arnold.
We can discuss and all remain friends, but everybody else ends up having a punch up these days.
Yeah.
So there you go. Stream killer. Darius Munchausen. This guy.
Oh, subscribe to me. Oh, thank you.
I must have done something good to deserve, Darius Munchausen. What a guy. Absolutely top draw, killing it as a mod. Thank you, Darius.
Finest unpaid mod in the business.
Brilliant. If we could pay you, mate, we would, honestly.
It's really good because I've had 10 subscribers in the last 4 days, which is quite good. So on the Rebecca Gold channel, that's quite cool. So there you go. Thanks for subscribing, whoever you 10 guys are.
I've got a confession.
Go on in.
Tell me your sins, my son.
Now, I hope this doesn't go south, but do you know what I bought you for your... Well, I didn't buy you it. Do you know what I got you for your birthday, Meggie?
What's that then?
Because obviously it was your birthday last week.
It was.
Just bear with me. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Cockney? Cockney?
He's still trying to get on.
This is Clan Fandango. Can you hear me?
Stephen? Stephen, are you there? Stephen? I don't think the cables are quite... Sun, please come out. Clouds go away. Sun, come out. Warm the cables up. So, Mega Geek, your present. How old were you last week, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't mind...
Me, I was 56. I'm 56 now. So I was 55 before, now I'm 56. You know who else is, but you know whose birthday is today, or maybe it's gone to the... yeah, it still is the rabbi. It's the rabbi's birthday.
Oh, is it?
50. Yeah, it's 50.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. 50.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Who would like a mind fuck? Because it's coming. Here we go. 2 cockneys.
2 cockneys, oh dear. One of them is on mute. The other one's trying to...
One of them's a replicant. One of them's human.
Oh, they disappeared.
Cockney, yeah.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Take your mic off mute, Cockney, for fuck's sake, son.
Cockney, I think you're muted, my friend. Unless if his head's exploding. It's probably imploding, so yeah. Okay, so we'll just do a few chats while everybody kind of...
Are you going to tell us what you're getting, Ian? The suspense is killing me here.
Well, I have a kind of only a small relationship with an Orville producer.
Oh.
And I send the odd message here and there, and I'm privileged enough that he actually reads them and replies.
Excellent.
So I recommended the Mega. So there you go. I sent him the link for the wonderful Rebecca Gold channel, which everybody should check out the Rebecca Gold channel, should they not, Brian?
Yes, absolutely.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so so he said he would have a look when S3 finishes.
Really?
Yeah, so I probably shouldn't have said anything, but fuck it. Yeah. If the BBC doesn't want him, What do you reckon?
Yeah, fuck the BBC. Yeah.
I just, as with most things, being successful is just being in the right place at the right time or knowing the right people. Doesn't mean you're actually talented, does it?
I think some of the content we've seen, especially over the last 5-10 years, pretty much proves that.
Yeah. And we know that Ian's talented, don't we?
Yeah, not half. We can say nice
So-
things about him because he's not here just now. But yeah, he is. Even just from his insights, you can tell how much he's got going for him.
Yeah. I did enjoy his films there.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Ian?
Have you?
You're buffering again. PCAT in the chat says, just don't have Divine Brown warm up captain's cable. Nice one, PCAT.
I take it I'm still buffering.
I can hear you now. I actually thought you were gone. I thought I was either on my own or my internet is conked out. Because two things happen. Either if someone else's internet conks out, then I'm talking on my own. Or if mine goes, then I don't know. It never notifies me that I'm off. I could be talking away. I thought I'm. If you happened a few weeks ago, and I thought to myself, I'm able to get a right good few words in here. What's happened? This is great. And then I stopped talking, and internet's been out for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, MC, Mr. Brown has gone full Collier.
Never go full Collier.
He was great. How the fuck he did that?
I love that guy. He was brilliant.
Yeah. Renier, speaking of time to get a bite, just got home and I'm starving. Hot Pockets on the way. Has Rennie got an invite?
I can sort that out for you right
Could
now
you
if you want.
Possibly sort that, please?
Yep, I'll do it.
Because if I did that, the stream would just implode. So, okay. Time Prophet, love Norman Collier. Very funny guy. He was on Tiswas as well, wasn't he? He used to do Tiswas.
Was he?
Yeah, he did Tiswas. I think he did. He had the flat, the Ecky Thump.
Yes.
With the flat caps, and then obviously he did all his mad microphone stuff, which was piss funny.
Did you hear one of the questions on the chase today?
No.
It was which ex-Tiswas star was recently made a knight? And the answer is Lenny Henry. Someone said Bob Carroll Cheese.
He's dead, isn't he, Bob Carroll G's? Yeah, he died. MC, help us out. Did Bob Carroll G's die recently? Stephen Amore, no, he's not. I'm sure Norman died also. I will say to our American friends, YouTube Norman Collier, irrespective of where you are located in the world, when something is funny, it's funny, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah. That link.
Yeah. Time Profits. Norman Collier died in 2013. Yeah, I thought he had. Yeah. Wow, 8 years ago. Bob Carroll's is still with us. It's probably Spit that died. Yes, Spit will be dead in a box somewhere. Stephen Amore, American people, Tiswas your life is not complete till you've seen it. Yeah, Tiswas, fucking hell. Again, as Gen X, and I think Stephen will probably agree with me with this, Gen X has probably seen some of the finest TV and
What, he didn't come back? What happened to Cockney?
he exploded.
Oh,
Critical
no.
mass.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Sorry, what were we talking about?
Talking about Bob Carroll, geez, believe it or not.
Bob Carroll, he's that guy spit the dog, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's,
We just said that Bob's still alive, but Spit died.
Yeah. Yeah, I never did get that joke with Spit the dog. But you could tell it. You could tell the voice was coming. Well, when he did the spit thing, you could tell. It was, anyway, Bob Calgees. He was in Norton Tiswas as well.
He was. Tiswas amazing.
Yeah, he was in Tiswas.
Were you Swap Shop or Tiswas, Ian?
I was Tiswas. I never
Get
liked.
in.
I'd never liked Swap Shop because it just seemed for the middle class kids.
Very BBC.
Yeah, so I never did like. I also like Magpie instead of
Yeah,
Repeater.
Magpie as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I recognized that stuff even when I was a kid. You know, so that's probably one of the reasons why I don't like Harry Potter, because those kids don't have a personality at all.
I've never seen any of it.
And you,
I think I watched the first quarter of the first one, and I knew I was going to hate it before, and I was totally right.
I saw the first three, and that was it really. And then the last two, I think.
Well, you're a better man than me, mate.
Kids, innit? Hello,
That's Rennie.
Hey guys,
Can't see Rennie for the chat message.
Stephen Amore's on top.
Did you drive really
Hey.
fast just to get on this stream, Rennie?
No, actually got home a little bit later than typical, but I was actually enjoying listening to the stream. So you guys were entertaining me.
Someone was.
Hey, that makes one. No, just kidding. No, it's so fun listening to you guys talk about all this stuff, and I was just like dying laughing half the time, especially about the debate. Is Guy Ritchie a hack?
Well, you think he's a hack?
I think he's a hack, yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you list most of the movies and they're mostly bad, I just feel like he's kind of a hack. I don't know, but it's just me.
Stephen Amore in the chat. The BBC, we take your money and use it to cover up, you know what? Public service broadcasting at its best.
Right.
Moving on.
How are you, Mr. Brown?
Not bad today. Are you okay?
Yeah, you guys know I've been going through some stuff, and I definitely can't
yes.
discuss that here. But, you know, it's always nice to listen to or speak to some friends, and, you know, helps to take away from, you know, the crazy times. So it's nice to be here, but it was also nice listening. So, yeah.
Darling
Yeah.
451 in the chat. The Harry Potter books are so much better than the films. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend
Yes.
said that also.
So true.
They took way too many liberties with the films.
Speaking
I
of
used to-
hacks, David Yates.
Yeah.
Oh.
I used to. Well, I can't remember when Harry Potter films came out, but there was a point when I was
Early noughties.
had this temporary job doing graphics, and every time I got on the train, there was all these adults reading Harry Potter, you know, on the tube, and I just thought to myself, you know, I just thought it was a bit weird that these adults were reading like a kid's book. And it was like a big craze, wasn't it, that all these adults were reading Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was one of them. I
Oh,
used to
were
be
you?
in charge of a books department in a retail store.
Yeah.
So when my book vendor would come
You
in,
can get
and
booted off
she
for
would,
that. Bye.
I know, right? Sorry. But when my book vendor would come in, she would like talk about these books. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? She's like, dude, these are like some really popular books. You've never heard of Harry Potter? I'm like, no. So I started reading them, and I'm like, yeah, these are obviously for kids, but I really love them. So
Yeah.
sad but true. Yeah.
It was just a weird time. as I said, you see, I mean, I think I was really surprised because we had phones, smartphones in those days, but a lot of people were reading actual books of Harry Potter.
Well, when 1, 2, and 3 came out, we didn't really have smartphones. We had the big Motorola
Oh,
ones.
okay.
Remember?
That
Gun
explains that
phones.
then. Yeah.
Those big, bulky ones that were so freaking heavy.
And wasn't life better back then?
Kind of was, yeah.
Yeah, but we can say that, can't we? I'm pretty sure that this next generation, when they grow up, they'll probably say it was really great when we had smartphones. Probably had something better than smartphones in the next
Brain
50
implants.
years.
Yeah.
Wasn't it great when we could go on Twitter and cancel people for fuck all? It was magical times back then.
Right?
Now it says it's been cancelled.
Yeah.
So it's like the guy that like canceled Cockney, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I remember
poor
when I canceled this
Cockney.
guy for calling me a moron.
Yeah. It's not
People are
good.
so petty. Yeah.
In the chat, MCI was never a Harry Potter fan, but went to the studio tour and really enjoyed it
Wow,
and
cool.
discovered a new appreciation for the movies.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. I think when I got dragged to see the first one, I thought the kids were terrible. You
Yeah,
compare the
awful.
British kids' performances to American kids' performances, and it's just no contest. The Americans
Richard
beat
Griffiths
them.
as well, wasn't he in it?
Yeah,
was
he
he in
was
it?
in it.
Oh,
I thought what's her name? Emma Watson was pretty good out of like the 3 when they were little, but
Now you just thought she was good because she had that accent. That's
well,
all.
no, because she's so adorable, and whenever they hurt her feelings, I'm like, oh, poor baby. I don't know.
Just seriously, I just thought it was, and as they grew older, I thought I can't connect with these kids because they don't have a personality. None of them have a personality. They're just generic.
she's
Kids.
she's self-partnering, isn't she?
What's that mean?
Oh, Emma Watson?
I'm self-partnering.
Moving
And
on.
Thank
Moving
you
on.
for that.
Work it out, boys and girls. I think
Yes.
you can put 2 and 2 together on that.
I have a friend that she's straight as an arrow, but when I used to work with her, her team would always come to me and be like, what should we get for her? We know she's a lesbian. I'm like, no, she's not a lesbian. Oh, really? We thought she was a lesbian or asexual. I'm like, nope, straight. And it's just funny how people's perceptions, you just never know. You can't make that assumption.
In the chat, Andrew Barraclough, I was 13 when I started reading Harry Potter. Best novels for me. The only good thing the movies have, the books don't have, is
John Williams, of course.
introducing John Williams. Well done, Andrew.
Amazing composer.
He is the best in the world, in my opinion.
Then Dalek 451. I'm not saying I don't like the films. First 2 films were fine, but the rest of them were too different from the books.
Oh, especially 5, 6, and 7, part 1 and 2. They were awful, but they were all directed by David Yates. So there you go.
I've only ever seen one of the Harry Potter movies. Have a guess which one?
The first one?
The last one.
Oh, really?
It's a girl I was going with at the time, and she wanted to see.
Well, he takes on the guy with the funny nose. Is that it?
I can't even remember any of it. All
Yeah,
I remember was it was
neither
3D and a big scary thing jumped at the screen as I was about to take a sip and spewed it all over the place.
Yeah.
Look
I
who's
don't
here,
really
boys and
like Harry
girls. Cockney,
Don't
Nina.
like Harry Potter.
Ah, Cockney.
Welcome back, Cockers.
Hi, Rennie. How are you?
I'm
He's
good.
back.
How are you, friend?
Oh, just great, thanks. Just great.
How's your internet? Total shit again?
Do your job. Do your job. Do your fucking job. Come on.
You had
Do your
one job.
Do
Yeah.
your job. Exactly. Unbelievable. Amateurs. Just fucking amateurs. Moving on.
If it makes you feel any better, I hear Australian internet is just as bad. So
That does not make me feel remotely
know.
better whatsoever
I know.
at all. But
She tried.
MC in the chat. Prisoner of Azkaban is my fave as it's dark. Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I do like that movie a lot.
And then MC goes, Courtney.
Here I am. In fact, come on, ready.
What the
I've
Yes,
got my
sir.
greeting.
Oh, hail, Cockney or Captain Smeagol cunt.
Thank you.
Welcome to the madness.
Now the show has begun.
Can you
Okay.
put Andrew's thing back up?
Yeah,
I need a
there you
Smeagol
go.
impression.
The vein's the wrong colour, my precious. The vein's the wrong fucking colour. The precious didn't have the blue paint today.
They can fix it in post.
No,
Fix it
my
in post.
precious. Oh, fix it in post, my precious. Internal Playmobil, very similitude, not maintained, my precious is.
She didn't
Brian?
even want. She didn't want any Americans involved in it, did she?
At all.
No, but I mean, John Williams made that score. That score was brilliant for that film. But John
Yes.
Williams,
That's
He's
crazy.
beyond. He's beyond
Crazy.
being He's beyond nationality. It's just John Williams.
Well, in all fairness, he does use the London Symphony Orchestra, so that
He
should
does,
be some sort
yeah.
of consolation.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Harry Potter.
Oh, what about
Your
it?
favorite.
That's
Even
all right.
Ryan Johnson, when asked about John Williams and how he should do the score, he just says, "Let's leave it to John."
Yeah, but he's a round-head twit, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Even though he is a round-headed tit, even
And a
he
twit.
said, "Let's
A
leave it to John."
porthole-headed
didn't.
porthole-headed twit.
But Steven Spielberg is the only one that, because Spielberg loves music and I think he knows a bit about it. He's the only one that suggests stuff to John Williams. But yeah, he should just leave John Williams alone. Let's face it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I
that
would,
about Roland. That's a crazy fact.
I would just say
Amanda,
to Demon Scythe Synthwave, there is a link.
Whoppers.
There is a link on your Twitter DM, mate. If you fancy coming on, if you can't, obviously there's no pressure. But it'd be nice to see you if you want to come on for the last few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, when John Williams created the Raiders of the Lost Ark theme, he created two themes, and Spielberg said, "I like them both. Let's have them." So it was the March and it was the Indiana Jones theme. So they kept both of them
Nice.
in the film. Yeah. So John Williams just wanted to use one, but Spielberg said, "Let's have both of them." So there you go. A little bit of trivia there for you.
Top trivia from the Mega Geek.
And you didn't even have to wait until Saturday to get it.
No.
Must be desperate.
Oh.
Okay, should we do a few more of the chat? MC in the chat. Just leave it to John. Just make sure the kazoo section are warmed up.
Cockney's internet.
Stephen Amore, Spielberg suggests to Williams, but doesn't tell how to score.
No, he doesn't. No. But Spielberg hated the Jaws. Because John Williams on the piano, he went dun 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 dun, and Spielberg was like, "What?" So there you go. But John made it work.
It was
Right,
iconic. Can you believe if
Yeah.
they had made him change it, how different it would have been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Spielberg was saying he wanted something romantic with the shark, didn't he?
No.
Yeah, which is weird. It's like, why?
Yeah.
He should be
Yeah, and
scary.
John Williams was saying, "No, how about these two notes?" You know, and Spielberg was what? But he, John Williams made it work. It's brilliant. It's a fantastic score. He's the best in the world as far as I'm concerned.
I feel like he's the best composer of my time or of my lifetime.
Him
Absolutely.
and Jerry Goldsmith is brilliant as well, as far as I was concerned, and John Barry, Jerry
John
Goldsmith,
Barry,
John
excellent.
Williams,
Yeah.
John Barry.
John Barry.
and David Arnold. He's good as well, as far as I'm concerned. I love his score for the Bond films. David Arnold.
James Horner was good.
Yep.
David Arnold's good, but tricky to babysit for.
Oh yeah, you did. Did you babysit for him at one point?
Surly kids. That's
All
what
right.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Move on.
Moving
The van
on.
was the wrong colour. Ready? Have you seen my time travel video?
I
Van colour
have.
aside.
I've
and
seen it, the one with the toy DeLorean and Toy Marty.
Yep.
Is that supposed to be like Legos? Are some of those toys like Lego
Playmobil.
figures?
Playmobil.
I've got the
yeah.
Playmobil as well. It's a Playmobil set.
Playmobil.
I forgot how good the little light
I will
feature
say,
is on that. I'm going to have to go and find it and stick the batteries in.
There's
Okay,
a Playmobil Enterprise coming out this year for the
I'm
headphones.
gonna-
Oh
I'm
wow.
What?
I've
gonna-
got one on order.
What?
I said there's a
What?
Playmobil Enterprise, fucking huge.
Is it
Coming
25% different though?
Ah, yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Harry? But yeah,
Bunch of
Van-
shit.
Van color aside, did you feel the explanation of the time travel, Rennie? I will talk about it later.
Well-
Don't worry about it now. Well,
I do need to give you a little bit of feedback, so don't get
Uh-oh.
mad, okay? But it was a little bit JJ-esque
Not tonight, not tonight, Rennie.
with the
Please.
letter and the sound effects, with the whoosh, but that was about it.
wow, directorial. No one gives a fuck about the time travel. You know, the color of the van, Cockney, and you know, you're a bit derivative of J.J. Abrams. Really? I mean, that's what. Too heavy on the lens flare, Cockney. Yes, but about the time travel. Oh yeah, that's fine, Cockney. But your camera angle is a bit, you know. I mean, it's like a western, you know. Don't make it like a TV movie. But yeah, the low angle on the fucking the DeLorean lights up. I mean, what the fuck do you want? Stanley Kubrick over here. The fuck? The budget. You know what I mean?
did like the
Brown?
lighting to light up DeLorean. That was pretty cool.
Thank you. I mean, I'm really. Do you know what? I'm going to reshoot the whole thing and match it just for you, Mega Geek, shot for shot, an absolute faithful retelling of Back to the Future.
A
using
remake.
only-
Is it a
Use
remake?
a remake, the
No, it's
Playmobil
a
Back to the
reboot.
Future, featuring the options, the 3 options of time travel. You know, Brian Young could do the whole thing in 30 seconds. Yes, but not with a DeLorean.
I've got a DeLorean. I'll do it.
Yeah, but not Brian Young. Do you have a VW van which is blue and not red? Because clearly that's what the kids want to see.
I've got a VW van, but it's red.
Oh,
no.
shit,
Honestly.
that's it.
Do have
How
a-
could you?
the good ladies and loves those
Fuck.
things, and it's red. I'm afraid.
We'll fix it in
Crossbar.
post. But tell you what, not Brian Young. Why don't you do? You can do the time. Have you got the DeLorean? Have you got the whole set?
Yeah, I have indeed.
Why
Oh,
don't
wow.
you do the video for Back to the Future 2 and explain the time travel in that? Because I ain't going fucking near it. Because you know what I'm saying. It's a thankless task. They don't care. So you take over. Not Brian Young. You do part 2, and then Mega Geek. You can do a live action for part 3. Well, I like the Western elements, but you know the angles were a bit, you know, bit of Dutching. You know, whip pan. Ever never heard of that? Crash Zoom, anyone? I mean, hello, it's not a TV movie. You know what I mean? Moving on. You know, I'm just saying the direction, a little bit pedestrian. You know what I mean? The cinematography, like an episode of The Bill, wasn't it? With cowboy hats. You know what I mean? Bit boring.
Yeah, there you go.
know what I mean? I mean, hello. I mean, I know it's a Western, but hello, Sergio Leone. Yeah, moving on. You know what I mean? I'm
In
just saying.
the chat,
In the chat.
Demon Scythe Synthwave.
Swap
I think we know this guy. I want, obviously never gets. I want a Gremlins, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future crossover movie.
That's going to be weird.
Yeah, that's a lot going on in one movie, man.
Mm.
Could you
I
imagine
want
if
3
Gremlins stole the DeLorean?
But if they went back in time, would they create another set? What if they went back in time at midnight? There'd be 4 sets of Gremlins.
Oh,
They'd be doubling in the
shit.
car, and then they'd be doubling. You know what I mean? There'd be the Gremlins from Universe. They'd be quadruple the Gremlins because first they're doubling because of the water
Gizmo
at midnight. I'll tell you what, they mentioned it. This whole thing about feeding after midnight. Until when? It's always after midnight. At 11:59 p.m. It's still after midnight from the last time. You know those after 8 chocolates? If I made those, that little clock, I'd have it set at 7:55 just to be awkward. You know what I mean? It's still after 8. Not to mention time zones. It's always, you know, after 8 somewhere. You know what I mean? And I like them anyway because of the mints. I mean, I'll eat anything but mints. Mints and chocolate doesn't really go. You know, get some peanut
Yeah, I
in
don't
there.
like
Do you know what I
chocolate
mean?
and mint together.
Mr.
I
Yeah,
like-
Mr.
you know-
Creosote hated mint and chocolate,
Mr.
didn't he?
Creosote.
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah, I just one's
More
refreshing and the other one is
wafer.
decadent. What's the point of putting them
I think
together?
mint.
I'm just
I have to
saying,
disagree
wow.
with these two.
You know,
Mint and chocolate. I love mint chocolate and mint chocolate ice cream.
That's what
The
Khalid
the
Wow.
Playmobil Enterprise set is 400 quid.
Fuck off.
Nice.
Holy shnikes.
Holy shamoly.
What?
$400.
That's paying for Kurtzman.
Kurtzman.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Kurtzman.
Yeah, and do you know who's got one on pre-order? Robert My Burnett. Of course he has.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you for a second. I'm like, oh, please don't say it's you.
I never pay in advance, honey. When it's out, I'm getting one. Of course I am. Well, I got a DeLorean. You've got to get the Enterprise now. Because I have to explain time travel. We can finally do. Yes, I am Captain. I mean, have you checked my name recently? It is Captain Cockney Spock. Of course, I'm going to get a Playmobil Enterprise. We're going to do the time travel in City on the Edge of Forever. Resolve this shit once and for all.
What
That's
about
right.
Star
And
Trek 4?
I'll tell you
time
what, the
travel?
Mega Geek will be going, well, I'm sorry, Cockney, but the
Done with
planet was the
heart.
wrong colour. You know, I think Kirk's shirt was more lame green rather than the traditional gold that you went with. You know, come on, Cockney, get it together. The lighting's all over the place. Colour timing, colour lateness, more like. You know what I mean? You can do colour timing if it came and bit you on the TikTok. Moving on.
Cockney, did you see this comment in the chat?
You know,
There's a couple. Yeah.
David, like, Mega Geek reviews Dr. Zhivago.
Zhivago.
From the top. Let's go. Let's go
Yeah.
from the top.
That's it. Charge of the Light Brigade. No, the other one. What's the with the damn Ottomans? That one. You know, Peter O'Toole. Come on. You know, on the horses. You know, the.
Can you
Come on!
explain
The movie.
how they went back in time
The
without going
Ottomans,
88 miles per hour?
Arab independence.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Shit.
On those Lawrence, thank you, Lawrence of Arabia.
I
Mega Geek review.
Drag that out. Moving on.
I never. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Well, they had a starship that goes faster than 88 miles per hour.
Yeah, it went
slingshot
round
the sun,
yeah.
didn't they? Yeah, slingshot round the sun. That's how they went back in time, apparently. So they did it in an episode, didn't they? 60s episode of Star Trek.
Yeah, but didn't Spock do it a different way?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think Data and Spock did it different ways. I can't remember.
Data.
Didn't Data have them do time travel in Next Generation one time, or am I thinking of something else?
No, it's only the original
The OG?
cast that did it. Yeah, they did it in 4.
Could be right.
Yeah.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah, it's
Right,
strange.
okay. So,
Time travel. The thing is that if you went back in time to meet yourself, then I guess if you went forward in time, that doesn't. Oh God, my mind's gone. It's ridiculous. If you went back in time to see yourself,
I'd say go left, mate. Don't go right. Go left.
Wow. I would have
Go
saved
forward.
myself some heartache for sure. Yeah.
And Cockney's gone critical.
yeah.
It was too much brain overload with all the time travel.
Poor Cockney.
The thing
much
is, if
for
you
a
went back in time to meet yourself, to tell yourself to do something completely different, then you still grow old, don't you, in your same timeline, and it doesn't affect you. It affects the other version of you. So there's no point, is there, if it's not going to affect you?
Well,
You
yeah,
feel what I'm
In
saying?
this danger of getting into Cockney territory with that line of thinking.
Yeah, I know.
Do we
I
really
know.
want to go there? Because that's another
Yeah.
4
If
hours
he
on
gets
the
back,
stream.
that's going to be some. It's going
Yeah,
to
I
be some
know.
stuff to talk about.
I was just wondering about that just now. I thought, what?
Yeah.
Or you could
because
be
the point-
like that guy in the Doctor Who episode that felt his future, his past changing around him, and his future changing at the same time.
That was in
Yes.
that was also in that film Looper, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Terminator Genesis.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch Genesis.
Don't blame
Don't
you.
blame you. Yeah.
Yeah. Can only
Yeah.
take so much.
We've got a new person in the chat.
Hey,
Brightest.
brightest day.
In the darkest night, no
Hail.
evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware of my power. Green Lantern's light. That's what he's quoting from.
Oh,
He's Green Lantern,
nice.
can't you not see?
Yeah.
Yes.
I noticed
There
the
you go.
picture,
It all
but
makes sense now.
I was never a huge Green Lantern fan, to be honest with you. So awesome.
Very disappointing film, that.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. But the comics were great, though.
So disappointing.
I didn't watch it, to be honest. The
comics were
CG
great.
just looks so bad.
Mm. Yeah, it was a terrible movie, but there you go. So much
Who
potential.
was it? Campbell who directed
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Same guy who did
James Bond.
Yeah,
Casino Royale. Yeah, it was him.
yeah.
He's
Was he
normally a
actually-
good director.
Has he done anything since?
I think he's got one coming out soon. I can't remember. I do rate him as a director. I think he's a very good director, personally. Old school, he is. Yeah.
I thought he should have probably, Casino Royale and then Quantum of Solace.
He didn't direct Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, they probably should have done
Yeah.
that maybe back to back.
Yeah,
Mm.
agreed.
Because effectively it was a two-parter, really, wasn't it? In a way.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Quantum of Solace was spoilt by the editing.
It's one of the shortest James Bond films, that's for sure. Quantum of Solace is right. I think it was 88 minutes or something like that. It's
Yeah.
really short, that film.
because it was edited so badly.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes it, but I think it's underrated. The only thing that spoiled it was
It's not terrible. It's just not the
the
best James
editing
Bond
is
movie.
awful.
The guy who choreographed the fight sequence or made sure everything was safe in Rebecca Gold, he did some choreographing for that film.
Oh wow!
In fact, he was the guy in the lift that James Bond beat up in
Oh,
the lift.
nice.
So there you go. Yeah, that's him, Dave Judge. Really nice fella.
Oh, Mr. Brown, did you see that comment that Dalek made in the chat to you?
That one.
Yeah.
Actually, I did go back in time.
Times
thinking of
Arrow.
Data's
Was it
head,
Times Arrow?
which was very Data.
Where is someone who ditches in and out of Star Trek and isn't completely genned up on that? Where did that happen in the story?
Yeah, I don't know when it happened.
I don't remember exactly because I'm a bigger Star Wars fan, but my mom subjected me to the original and Deep Space Nine and The Next Generation because I could swear that they went back in time in The Next Generation. It was driving me nuts.
Maybe an
That m-
episode.
That
Yeah.
may have. I think that was season 4, maybe.
You could
It was
be
a
right.
it was a two-parter that went. I'm sure it was a two-parter that went on to season 5. That's the one with Whoopi Goldberg, and they all go back to. I think they go back to San Francisco.
Oh,
They
okay.
they find Data's head in the cave, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Yep, yep.
And it's.
Right.
I think it's these interdimensional beings what are doing whatever interdimensional beings do.
Mm.
So they have to
I
go
never did
back in
understand,
time.
You could ask
Dinah's
Indiana
power.
Jones.
Never understood Guinness power at all. It was just really
It was-
weird.
She was a telepath, though, wasn't she? Like, that's
Yeah.
just what I basically took her
She was an
as.
imp.
But in
according to
in
Q.
the movie, in Generations, the movie, she took Picard back, or I can't remember what she did. I was like, what kind
Oh.
of power do you have? It's really weird.
You're talking about in Generations. I thought
Yeah.
she just pointed Picard in the direction of the Nexus, and the Nexus is what was time traveling. But I don't remember.
But how
her
does
doing
she
it.
do that? What kind of power does she have? Suddenly she can.
She was in
Spaceship.
the
Maybe.
Nexus.
Oh, she was in the Nexus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how? I'm confused.
But
So if
she was in the Nexus, but she must have come out the Nexus at some point, or she wouldn't have
Or
been
the
in-
Nexus overtook the spaceship. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was always confused by that as well. So you do make a pretty
Mm.
good point, Ian. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just totally confused over her power. So, but anyway, doesn't matter because Whoopi Goldberg's a really good actress, and she was entertaining in the TV show, as far as I was concerned.
And guess what? Think she's coming back for season 2
So they say.
Yay.
of
It's
Picky
gonna be
Nose.
great. Picard bot.
Mm,
Sure.
Didn't Patrick Stewart, when he was on The View,
he
actually
did, yeah.
invite her on?
yeah, he did. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. But it's like, as I said, she's only doing The View. And, if you're going to get a chance to go back and act in a show that you like, then you're going to do it, even though it's been poisoned by
Yeah, she was a
Klutzman.
massive Trek fan,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yes, Dalek. I didn't know if it was 4 or 5, mate. So, yeah. They were the last episodes of season 5, and then I think it went into season 6.
if you're a true fan of Star Trek, don't watch Kurtzman's stuff. But you'll get people watching it,
Too late
and
now.
it'll just get
Yeah.
worse. It'll just get worse.
Oh yeah.
So,
And
same
then
thing
they'll
with
get
Doctor
ratings
Who.
because people are watching
Yeah.
it. So yeah, absolutely.
The only episode I'm going to watch of this new Doctor Who is when Jodie dies. That's the only episode I'm going to watch, which will be the last
The
one.
regeneration scene
Yeah.
where she turns into a trans man or
Well,
another woman
whatever.
or something.
That's the only
Yeah.
one I'm going to watch. Because I'm going to celebrate for half a second before she changes into another woman.
Yeah, right.
So there you go. Yeah.
Sadly, that's like so my point of view too. I'm like, yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
good, right?
Who's doing the rounds on the rumor mill for the next Doctor? Any idea?
Radio Times put out a poll, and you could vote for who you want to be
Shills.
the next Doctor. Yeah, and quite surprisingly, Joe Martin's
you.
got a lot of votes. Would you believe?
Oh no,
That's not been fixed now, has it?
I want that storyline to go away.
Yeah, same
I
here.
would like to see Richard Madden. I know he was in the running a long time ago,
Yeah,
but
it'd be all right.
yeah,
Yeah,
charming.
it's got the looks. It's got
Yeah.
the looks. Yeah,
very
See a
charming.
lot of people looking for Michael
charismatic.
Sheen.
yeah, Michael
Oh,
Sheen. A
really?
lot of people voted for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like him
Hello,
too.
Rael. Yeah.
Mm.
He won't do it though, will he?
I don't think he will. He's quite a
Really?
big star now, isn't he? He's
But I
very,
think
very
he would
big.
love to do it. I don't know. I could be wrong.
He'd want to
Yeah.
do it with Neil. Is it Neil Gaiman though? That's his
Ah,
mate, isn't
Neil
it?
Oh,
Gaiman.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. I think they should bring back Peter Capaldi, tell you the truth, but they will never do
Yes.
that though.
He didn't.
That would be the-
leave.
It would be the easiest way to correct all the damage. Just
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
let him wake up, have a couple more seasons, and then find the real next Doctor Who.
Yeah.
If you're listening, BBC.
David Tennant didn't want to go.
Yes,
I
he
don't want to
did.
go.
But he
Remember
did
that
want
last
to go.
that last line. I don't want to
I
go.
don't want to go.
they are really going to double down hard, aren't they?
I hope not, but you know, we'll find out, won't we? And yeah, as I said, my care for the show is gone. I don't care what they do now. If somebody says to me, the Doctor is a man and the first episode was great, then I'll start watching. But I'm not going to take the chance and watch it myself, if you know what I mean. I need somebody to tell me it's gone back to the way it was, and then I'll start watching. But even
Yeah,
when
I
I saw the Chris Eccleston version, my hand was in my face. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, the BBC's not put enough money into this. They've got eating bins, you got a plastic Mickey, and it's
Well, they didn't have
so
a lot
bad.
of money. That's why the effects were so cheesy. But I will say, in hindsight, I actually pretty much liked Eccleston because he brought so much like fun to the character. I know that's probably not a popular opinion, but I thought he was a very fun Doctor.
He was good in the serious ones, like where's my, are you my mummy, and the Dalek episode. I thought those were terrific, and the last
You my mummy.
few were good. But the rest, his humor was misplaced. He was trying to be funny, and he wasn't coming across funny at all.
He
I
wanted
said
to
I'm
do
super
more,
critical.
didn't he, Eccleston?
No.
I don't know whether he wanted
But
to.
did you say that he fell out with what's his name, Russell T?
I think Eccleston is really difficult to work with. A lot of people have said that. Now the truth is out there, but we don't know what the truth is. But I've heard some people say that he was very difficult to work with. He didn't suffer fools lightly, and when they kept making mistakes when they were making the first season, because it was the first time they were treating Doctor Who as something with a decent bit of money, and also they had a showrunner. They're trying to do it like the Americans, and so they were making a lot of screw ups. And Chris Eccleston wasn't having any of it. Then there's another rumor saying that that he was an arse, basically. So I don't know what's true at all.
Yeah, I heard that he had a falling out with Russell T Davies or BBC as well, and supposedly he was really difficult to work with. Like, for instance, the reason the War Doctor was invented is because he had a falling out with the BBC before that anniversary special came out, so they had to invent the War Doctor because he refused to come back.
No, but what I heard was that they wanted him to come back, and he was considering it. And they sent him the script. I think it's the second draft of the script, and it wasn't. He was hardly in it, so he was like, "Well, why would I come back if I'm hardly in it?" And then, as time went on, they, in his big wisdom, Moff decided to get John Hurt, and his reasoning was, "Let's get a big star in this to make it big." But John Hurt is not a big star; he's a known star, but he's not a big star. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the mistake they made. And once they got him, it was too late to go back to Chris. So it was. I think it's all Moff's fault, but Moff did it for the right reasons. He wanted a big star, but unfortunately, he doesn't know what a big star is. If he said he was getting George Clooney, now that's a big star.
Really?
But
I always thought of John Hurt as a big star here. Maybe
no, he's not. He's a
popular with
known.
us.
He's a known star. He doesn't sell films. He's a known star. This is how it works in
It's
Hollywood,
dependable.
right?
It's dependable.
No, look, this is how it works in Hollywood, right? There are stars that sell movies. So, for instance, if you have George Clooney or Clint Eastwood in your film, you know, no matter what poor box office that makes, it's going to sell all around the world. TV, video, everything, DVD, everything. So that is a star that sells movies. That's why what's his name? Steven Seagal did all those straight to DVD movies because he was making millions out of it, and he knew that his films will sell to the low end countries and the big end countries. That's how it works. And then if you have a big star in it and you want people to buy it or pre-sale it, you would add other stars to it. And John Hurt's one of those stars you would add to another movie because he's a known actor, but he's not a sellable actor. Do you understand? And that's the mistake that Moff made. He got John Hurt thinking that John Hurt was a big star, but he isn't. He's a known star. There's a huge difference between a big star. Brad Pitt is a big star, right?
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is a big star. John Hurt is a known star. Yeah, that's the difference. So there you go.
That's you told.
No, I'm just trying to explain how it works in Hollywood and how it works for distributors. You know, that's how it works.
The Time Prophet in the chat. George Clooney
Of course he would have.
But at least there would have been good coffee.
Exactly.
On supply. So
he would have brought his Nestle coffee machine.
You know, I mean, let's think about it, right? If they were going to cast a war doctor and they wanted a big star that would cover the Americans, the China, India, and all that, who would you cast British as the war doctor? I don't know. Anyone got any suggestions there?
Michael Sheen?
No, but Michael Sheen's a known star.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we were just talking about him.
Who's the biggest British star we've got? Cumberbatch. He's known. He's known through the Marvel.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah,
I've met him.
He's kind of a sellable star. Maybe cast him because he's
too
British.
young. No, too young for the War Doctor.
Yeah, well, I guess I don't know. But as I said,
it needs somebody with gravitas.
Yeah, you need someone that's really big, that like known throughout the world, a huge star.
Anthony Hopkins.
Daniel Craig.
Anthony Hopkins would have been brilliant, of course, because he sells films. Even now he sells films.
Should we throw it out to the chat? Chat, which British actor would have made a great war doctor? MC says,
Gary Oldman. Yes, of course.
That's a good call.
Good.
You know he's a sellable star because they put him in that spy film, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Soldier Spy, yeah.
And he obviously was the main star of that film, so he's sellable. Yes, I would have. Yeah, Gary Oldman would have been great.
Do you know who'd be good?
451.
Who's that, Brian?
Sorry, well, it's kind of directed towards Mr. Brown because he'll know more about it. It's just
you go.
Adam Rayner, not so much for the War Doctor, but for the Doctor.
Who's Adam Rayner? What's he been in?
It's the Superman and Lois connection again.
Very good, very good.
Which one is he?
Morgan Edge.
Oh, him. Is he English?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
He has been fantastic in Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill. I mean, he's a big star, and he's
he does sell films. Yeah.
Plank of Wood. I don't think he'd work well as a doctor.
Ladies would definitely watch.
Dalek 451. John Hurt was superb as the War Doctor. Such a shame he died when he did. He could have been so great in the Big Finish audios.
Oh, yeah.
He died just after the last box set was released at Mr. Brown, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bishop Moore.
Michael Caine, of course.
Yeah.
Michael Caine sells films. And Michael Caine would have been brilliant.
How obvious.
I mean, he played Austin Powers' father, for crying out loud. He can be the War Doctor.
It could have been. It would have been quite cool, wouldn't it, if he was the War
Yeah.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Listen,
Demon
you
and-
Daleks, I'm going to kill you. Step back. Yeah. it was
Demon in the
brilliant.
chat saying Charles Hawtrey.
Oh no. Oh no.
Colin Firth or Hugh Grant. Yeah. Those two would make a great War Doctor, wouldn't they? Those two.
Oh, Stephen Amore, you've tweaked me.
Jason Statham was the War Doctor.
He wouldn't take any fucking
Listen, you
shit off
Daleks.
anybody.
Yeah.
He would have blown up Gallifrey in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he would have, wouldn't he? Yeah. He would have. It would have been
Like,
cool, though. It would have been
Take
cool.
that, Rassilon.
He probably would have kicked him, karate kick him. Yeah.
Yeah, like kickboxed his ass. That would have been great.
But yeah, I mean, you know, he's totally wrong, but he would have been
Yeah.
interesting. Put it that way.
For sure.
Michael Caine would have made a good War Doctor, though. I think
Yeah.
Michael
Oh
Caine would have-
no.
Caine would have been good. Danny DeVito.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah. Danny DeVito would have been fun. Yeah. Who? Gareth Thomas. Who's he?
Mm.
What's he
It's-
been in?
I thought he was a rugby player, but it's not him from Blake 7, is it?
Is it? Oh yeah, well yeah, could have made, but he's not sellable though. If he wanted to reach the red, you know, obviously Moffat's idea was needs to be a big star.
Simon Cadell.
Who's he?
He's very
Ryan Cannell.
he's a very posh sounding English actor.
Or is he?
Oh, what about Sir Ian McKellen?
Oh, he would have been
Absolutely.
amazing. He would have been amazing as the Doctor.
Yeah.
I always thought that he would have played the first Doctor. He would have been amazing as the first Doctor if that, you know, bring the first Doctor back.
He
There
brought
you
so
go.
much class and intelligence to Magneto for
He
crying
did.
out loud. Oh,
Yeah, he did.
loved it.
Demon is saying Nicholas Lyndhurst, but I think he's gonna be playing Tila, I think.
Look who's here.
Unfucking believable.
Welcome back, Cotter.
Amateurs, do your job. Do your
Have you been on?
job.
Have you been on the? You've obviously been on the blower then.
Do your fucking job. Oh yeah, if I
You've
had a
been
phone
blowing?
signal.
Oh God!
Carry on up the brown.
Hey, it's not my fault. Don't
Someone's
blame me.
fault. The van was the wrong colour.
It's Mega Geek's fault. What about?
always my fault.
It is. What about Brian Blessed?
Gordon's
Yeah, but he doesn't sell
alive.
films though. We're talking about people that sell movies, you know, like around the world. So
Like
Yeah.
Rebecca Gold.
Christian Bale.
Christian
Ooh,
Bale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you!
we'll actually have to get him to say that in the episode, won't we?
Oh, that'd be so great.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, because he is British, but he plays American roles all the
Brian,
time.
where's the sample?
Yeah.
What do you? I would think, Brian. What about Christian Bale as the War Doctor? What do you think?
Gonna have to get him very slow at this point. I'm waning. It's nearly 1 o'clock and I'm waning.
Same here.
Good for you. We will.
Oh, gross. Did you see what Swap Shop just said?
What did he say?
Russell Brand.
no.
Blech.
Oh dear.
Oh, gag me.
Russell Brand.
He is the definition of Euro trash to me. And I like hate that term, but if you ever want to call somebody Euro trash, Russell Brand.
Oh.
Oh, good for you.
Got it on the end.
Nice.
Thank you, Brian.
Hugh Laurie. What about Hugh Laurie?
Yeah, Hugh Laurie was bloody brilliant, wasn't he? Because basically because of House, he sells to
Yeah.
America. So
It'd
if
be
they
good as
cast
a
Hugh
doctor.
Laurie, that would have been great.
Oh,
It
did you
was
see the
absolutely
Tom
great.
Prophet's comment before that?
No.
Oh
What was it?
no!
His head wouldn't fit inside the TARDIS, I'm afraid.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh,
Speaking of
Patrick
sellouts.
Stewart.
Actually, Patrick Stewart, especially at that moment in time, would have been great. as the
Moment
War
in
Doctor.
time. There's
He
only
was
one
an awesome
answer.
Professor X.
Ray Winston.
Ray
It was the
Winston.
War
Oh,
Doctor. Yeah, he'd be
no.
good.
Ray Winston. He's
I'm the fucking doctor
such a
now.
joke.
Yeah.
Eddie Hitler. No.
Aid Edwardson.
Ray Winston. I'm the fucking doctor. Right, you fucking slags. Oi,
I'm a
Dalek,
triple
over here,
agent.
mate. Push. I'm a double-hearted triple agent Gallifreyan. I don't fucking care, you fucking nonsense. Oi,
I used
I'm
to be
the
a
fucking-
bird. Don't be fucking stupid, you know, you can't.
I'll give you a slap. Oh, exactly.
That was so good, Brian.
Moving
I
on.
think I may be going critical mass.
Uh-oh. The brown is going critical mass.
Yeah,
You
I've got the-
buffering, mate.
I've got the carousel wheel going round.
Oh, no.
So
Oh, good one.
something's
He's gone.
Is he gone?
Oh, no.
He's
We
gone.
lost Brown. Stephen
Bridget
Amore
Moore in the
says-
chat says Sabine Kingsley. That'd be a great choice. wouldn't it?
Yes.
Ben Kingsley.
Yes. Ben Kingsley sells.
I liked
So, yeah.
Stephen Amore's suggestion of Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell, yeah, he'd be pretty good as well.
He
He's
is
British.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would've
How
been
about Andy McDowell?
How about Roddy McDowell?
good.
How about
gone,
Andy
isn't
McNabb?
He's gone.
Oh, no. Poor Mr. Brown.
Host has left the building.
He called it, man. I guess he wasn't kidding. Should we go?
And then there were 4.
I know. I hate to leave and then he'd come back and he'd be like, "What the hell, guys? You couldn't wait for me to come back?"
He'll be back. He'll be back in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
I just got here.
I
I
know.
just got back here.
You
I
know
just
what
spent
happened?
the last half hour. No, I don't. I've been missing out. I
Yeah.
have
Well,
no
so what
internet.
happened is
What
when
happened?
you came back, your internet gave Mr. Brown's internet a virus.
Probably.
Right.
Branson's
I'm just
internet
kidding.
is just enough to cause a
Really?
bit of disruption, but
Yeah,
not enough
right?
to make you go, fuck it, I'm going to cancel. So he'll be back. He will be back.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, I hope so, because what I meant was emotionally, I just spent the last half hour frustratingly rebooting everything,
Yeah.
trying in vain to get back on the system. After half an hour of frustrating, no result, I'm finally here, and now Brown's disappeared. I mean, this is like, sometimes the universe is designed just to upset you, isn't it?
It's like
Pretty
Lucasfilm
much.
trying to get the band back together. It's just not going to fucking
So-
happen.
So
Yeah.
close. What a fucking shit week. I need this. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Not good
We
enough.
are nothing
Not
without
fucking
the
good enough.
Cockney.
Yeah.
We
No,
are.
I'm nothing without a broadcast. And this week I've not been broadcasting, and it's been not good for my mental health. I can tell you.
Is
Fucking
it
internet
seriously,
bullshit.
Cockney? Has it been that bad for you this week? The
Yeah,
internet.
because yes, I've not been able to I love broadcasting, and now I've realised how much I love broadcasting because I can't stand not doing it.
Mm.
Yeah, Mr. Brown had to do it yesterday because how many times did you try getting on Cockney and it just did
The
not
whole
work
week,
for
all week.
you?
This is third day
Yeah.
running. The fact that I'm talking to you now is a minor miracle. This is
Right?
This is actually the least shit it's been all week. Yeah, 3 weeks of bullshit. And the annoying thing is, it's because of the weather. It's so crappy. It gets cloudy. The internet craps out. The annoying thing is, it's now sunny, but it's still somehow catching up. That's how, it is Hobbiton Raw. It's just, but, that's. What can I don't know what to say. I've tried complaining to them. I've listed that, they don't care. They're not going to fix it. They don't give a shit.
They're like, you're lucky to have internet, son.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why when I don't. So, yep, there's nothing. This conversation can go nowhere good. They don't care. And that's it. It's been like this for decades. So,
Well, and you
What
said
can
you
you
live
do?
in an apartment, right? So you don't really get a choice of your internet provider sometimes. Oh, look, Brown's
Really?
back. Yeah,
No,
at
I'm in a
least that's the way it
house.
is in America.
apartment, what's that? Yeah, no, I'm miles away from anyone.
Oh, nice. Welcome back,
But,
Mr. Brown.
He's back.
Bear with me.
But
Talk amongst yourselves.
But, it seems to be a worldwide thing. You have crap internet, Rennie, and then
Yeah.
Brown clearly. So So it's, get it together, internet billionaires. We seem
Well-
to, Texas, up north, New Zealand, rural.
It's all shit.
It's all
Grim up
shit.
north.
Yeah. So if you stick your space rockets up your ass, fix the internet first. This is
Never mind
bullshit,
space
man.
travel, you can't get my fucking internet sorted. Fucking slabs.
Right?
Basically.
And I will say at my house that I lived in before here, I also only had one choice of internet. It was stupid. It was really stupid. Guess
See,
depends.
that's socialism.
Yeah.
No
pretty much.
choice.
Yeah.
Carry
Moving
on.
Moving on.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm back. For some reason, it just went buck off, and that was it. So I had to reboot everybody. So
Yeah.
shall we go through? We'll go to the 2 hours, and then we will say farewell.
It's your channel,
Really?
sir. It's up to you.
I just got back here.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, so do I.
Bishop Moore.
Well, I'll be broadcasting on my channel because this is the
If
third
you
day
can
I've not been able to have any
broadcast.
fun. For crying out loud. I'm
Ian?
getting denied my
Yeah.
fun.
What do you think to Paul McGann coming back?
Oh, I'd love Paul to come back before he gets any older, because last time I saw him, he did look a bit ropey, looks-wise. But, I think there's a whole story to be told there before he became the War Doctor. That's what I think. So that would make a great series, a great spin-off Doctor Who series. It really would.
And he's kind of underrated, isn't he?
Yeah,
You
he's
know?
a good actor.
Yeah.
Which McGann actor is which McGann brother is the Harry Enfield Scousers? Which one is he?
Oh, I can't remember. There's three of them, right?
MC will know.
Mhm.
Because one of them was in that long-running sitcom.
Oh, look who's here.
The remake of the
Aw.
American one. Oh no, the Americans remade it.
No, the Americans that we copied the Americans.
Hey,
It was called
Tyrus.
Who's the Boss in America,
Right.
and over here it was called The Upper Hand. But I can't
Yes.
remember the McCann that played him though.
I think the one that was in Harry Enfield was also in the Upper Hand.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Was
Let's
it?
find out. If
Wasn't
only I had
Paul?
IMDb.
It was somebody else, wasn't it?
I don't think
can't
it's
remember.
Paul. Paul's the kind of better, more established actor, isn't he?
Yes, he is out of them. Yeah. But The Upper Hand. I remember my mum used to like watching that show, The Upper Hand.
Apparently 4 McGann brothers. 4.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow. Yes,
Wow.
of course.
Mum and Dad were busy.
Joe McGann. That's it.
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah,
They all look alike.
That's a phrase that got people in trouble in the past.
No, but they do. They all look alike. They have the same facial structure.
True.
I didn't mean that as a racist.
Oh no, I know. I'm trying to say that. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Aw.
But,
My
yeah.
sweetie's here. I'm so excited.
Who?
Sorry.
What?
I said my sweetie's here. Sorry.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tyrone. Hello, Tyrone. Right, guys. Thanks for popping on, guys.
No worries.
Been lots of stuff going wrong tonight. Feel for Cockney, just shit.
Well, actions speak louder than words. Can I get a shout out? Because now that
Course you
after three hours, my internet's working, I will now be doing my show. So everyone, please join me on my channel. Join me in the chat as I broadcast, as I've been trying to do for 3 hours. Make me happy by joining me. It's not a lot to ask. Join me on my
It's
channel.
not, mate.
Thank you. Thanks very much. It's all I ask. Yeah, I'm
It's
not
not a lot, is it?
Chat.
Not
Join
all
me
the
in the chat.
internet.
All I want to do is I've now got
Paul,
the
mate.
internet. I've got the internet. Everyone's going to bed. So join me in the chat on my channel, please. I'm begging you.
We'll give the final word to PCAT. Good stream, panel, and chats. Considering it was totally last minute and we were a little bit late starting, I don't think it turned out too bad in the end. So I will just say to everybody in the chat, please like, share, subscribe. Although I know most of you have done that already, but maybe share the video. That'd be great. Press the thumbs up, leave a comment. All good. So I will just thank you all, boys and girls in the chat. We are nothing without the chat. So I appreciate that. I will thank the panelists. Cockney, thank you, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you. You'll be doing the show straight after, yes?
Straight after. I'm pumped.
He's pumped. He's pumped. He needs to get out of his system, so it'll be a good show, boys and girls. Renier, thank you.
Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it. Like I said, with a lot of stuff going on, it's just nice to, let off some steam and talk to friends and, all that. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to come on. Cheers, my darling.
Anytime.
Mega Geek, cheers, Ian.
Cheers. No
Always
worries.
great as usual.
Yeah.
Cheers, my friend.
Worries.
Not Brian. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks again for the invite, Mr. Brown. Thanks to Rennie. Thanks to Cockney. And thanks to Ian for making the stream significantly more respectable than it would have been otherwise.
Cheers, Ian. Always a genuine pleasure to have you on, mate. Cheers.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Okay. That's it, boys and girls. Over to Cockney's. Probably some time travel, maybe, and obviously some coffee noises, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So
I was like, is that Cockney?
he's pumped.
Yep.
He's pumped. So
it's just tea. I'm pumped enough as it is.
We will take our leave of you, everybody. Love you all. Take care.
Bye.
The best community on YouTube. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Night.
Cheers. Bye.